You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
This is an afternoon video update. This is for Tuesday, the 30th of September. This is meteorologist James Spann getting set to cruise into October. And the weather's not going to change a lot for the rest of this week, although nights will be noticeably cooler by Friday morning and Saturday morning. Many locations over North Alabama will be in the 50s by then. Like we typically do, let's begin with the upper air look around the nation. And again, you can see that we have this ridge that's firmly in place over the eastern half of the country. And that ridge means sinking air, subsidence, and very little rain, temperatures above average. We have a trough coming into the Pacific Northwest. That will likely bring some mountain snow to our friends in the northern Rockies. We'll check the radar, and there's just not much out there. I mean, not much at all. We talked about these little, small, isolated, tiny showers, so I'll show you what we mean. Like there's one that's up on Straight Mountain above Springville on the St. Clair-Blount County line. Now, if you're underneath that thing, it's coming down. But look how tiny that is. I mean, it is just absolutely tiny. Got a couple of tiny specks over Calhoun County. One near US 431, around just west of Alexandria. One little shower near Weaver and Linlock, north of Anniston. A little shower there in Randolph County, around Newell, north of Wedowee. And I see a little bitty shower that's near Rockford. But again, these things are very small. They obviously will not make much of a difference in the dry conditions we have. We'll check the visible satellite view. Clouds are a bit thicker across the southeastern counties of the state. That's some high outflow coming from Hurricane Imelda that's off in the Atlantic. But again, underneath all that, there's just not much. That's the regional radar composite. So notice the cooler readings in southeast Alabama. Dothan, Eufaula, Troy, 77, Auburn, 76. What's the deal? Well, it's clouds. Where the sun is out, we've got mostly mid-80s. Birmingham at 84, Mobile 87. Watch warning map. Calm as could be across the country. No severe storms expected through tonight. Same thing tomorrow and the same thing on Thursday. You know, the weather has been so calm since we've launched the new Alabama Weather Network. That's the way it works. I've been doing this for a long time. You put up a new radar, it stops raining. You launch a new weather network, we stop having meaningful weather. But trust me, when it breaks loose, it will break loose. We all know that's coming. November will be here before you know it. Rain for the next 7 days, just not a lot. This is suggesting maybe a quarter to a half inch in spots. A little better amounts on the Gulf Coast, but the new data set coming in this morning really trending drier. But there could be a few showers around, maybe late this weekend or first couple days of next week, especially for the southern counties of the state. And really, if you take out those two named systems, the two hurricanes, Umberto and Imelda, it's calm across the Atlantic basin. That's the 2-day outlook. This is the 7-day outlook. So other than hurricanes Imelda and Humberto, we see no tropical trouble for at least the next 7 days. There's a look at our hurricane twins spinning away in the Atlantic, well east of the United States. And Umberto weakening pretty rapidly because of shear. Imelda growing stronger slowly. In fact, they're both basically the same strength now. This is Imelda's track moving away from the United States. Now, this thing could go right over the small island of Bermuda tomorrow night, where there is a hurricane warning in effect, and the winds could be 100 miles per hour. So this could be a very high-impact storm for Bermuda. But it weakens after that, becomes post-tropical. And Umberto. It's fizzling fast because of strong winds aloft. It becomes post-tropical tomorrow morning, far from land. So no issues there. So, model fans, let's go. GFS. I'm sorry, the European. Let's take the European global model here. This is the 12Z run valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. Ridge over the east. Trough coming into the northwest. And like today, partly sunny, showers hard to find. Here's the high-resolution HER model, valid tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. And like today, could there be a little shower somewhere? Yes, but not many. As we kick off the month of October, And again, highs will be in the 80s in most spots. This is Thursday. We're dry. This is Friday. We're dry. However, we'll have a little air mass change with a northerly flow. And Friday morning, many spots over the northern half of the state will be well down in the 50s. It'll feel like fall finally, early Friday morning. But dry air heats and cools very effectively, so despite the lows in the 50s, highs will still be in the 80s. But the weather looks perfect for high school football Thursday and Friday night across Alabama. Saturday, moisture tries to creep back in here, and like today, there could be a couple of tiny showers around, but sure not many of them. In fact, we'll leave the forecast dry for now. This is Sunday. Evidence there could be a little rain on the Gulf Coast on Sunday. Not raining all day, not a washout, but maybe some rain at times. And again, the high Sunday would be in the 80s, much of the state dry. Monday, maybe a little rain over South Alabama, probably not much. And a week from today, this is Tuesday, October 7th, still got a flat ridge in place here. And maybe enough moisture for a few spotty showers. But again, we just don't see any evidence of a big, good, beneficial rain event anytime soon. This is 10 days out, Friday of next week, October 10th. Same thing, trough, shortwave over the northern Rockies, ridging here, and that looks dry. Here's rain for the next 15 days. Not much. The green line is what you're looking for. That's the mean of the ensemble members, and it's a little over 1/2 inch between now and the 15th of October. Temperatures off the NBM National Blend of Models. Highs in the 80s, but notice the cooler nights. 58 early Friday morning, and some of the cooler pockets could see low and mid-50s over North Alabama, both Friday and Saturday morning. But next week, highs in the 80s, lows in the 60s. And this is, let's see, that looks like that's from actually a couple of days ago. Let's see if we can find the new one here. And I don't see the one issued today, but I do have the one issued tomorrow will drop in. And it's the same idea. Again, the ridge in place. Temperatures will likely stay above average. This is for October 7th through October 13th. So one more time, let's play Find the Shower. Who's the winner of the lottery today? That's the one little decent shower we've got right there. That's kind of sitting right below Straight Mountain, just above Springville, up on top of the mountain, right there on top of the bluff. And really, that's about it. A couple of little specks elsewhere, but obviously most spots will not see rain tonight. And the prospects, again, of a big rain not looking good for a while. Had a great time up in Sheffield today. Great time. Thanks to a big crowd for coming out to see us at the Sheffield Public Library. Tomorrow going to be at Welborn Elementary School in Calhoun County, and there'll be at Children's of Alabama. The first Wednesday of the month is Weather Wednesday, program for the patients and their families. Friday going to be at Salter Elementary School over in Talladega. Looking forward to that. Don't forget you can watch us this evening on ABC 3340 News, and you can hear me on great radio stations around the state daily, including in Birmingham, 98.7 KISS. Thanks for watching. Have a marvelous Tuesday evening, and God bless.